Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to do a tutorial for the Paying It Forward Friday, June 2024. I'm going to do a washcloth or spot cloth or whatever kind of cloth you want to call it. I'm going to use KC Knit and Crochet. They're 100% cotton. This is a lightweight 3. Color is Lavender Field. It is 180 yards, 3.5 ounces, 165 meters, 100 grams. Calls for a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook or an F. I do have my clover here and I will be using it. O-Fire does not come in anything smaller than a 4. So clover it is. There we go. F, 3.75 millimeter. That is what it calls for. So this is the Herringbone Double Crochet. It sounds real fancy. It is. It's not hard though. So we're gonna start with a slip knot. And I guess if you're completely new, you'd probably want to know how to do that. I'm gonna drop my camera down a bit so you can see. So starting with a slip knot, we are going to begin our project. I wrap it around my finger and then I pull through. Easy as that. That's also adjustable. And then chain as many as you want, however wide you want to make your cloth, blanket, scarf, whatever you're making, project flat. 2, 3, 4, loosely, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna do 10 because I already did my washcloth. So 10, and then once you're done, add 2. Okay. We're gonna start in the 4th chain from the hook. The first 3 count as your first double crochet. Then we're going to make a herringbone double crochet, and it's not hard, so just follow along with me. Very easy. Gonna yarn over. We're gonna go into our 4th chain from the hook, go into the stitch, and we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull up, and then we're going to take a look at our work. We have 3 loops on our hook right now. We're going to, instead of yarning over like you usually do, we're going to just pass through this first loop right here, just like that. Now we have 2 loops on our hook, so we're going to yarn over and we're just going to go through 1. And now we're going to yarn over and go through 2. So we're going to do that all the way across. So in each chain here, go into the next chain, and yarn over, go into the chain or stitch, yarn over and pull up that loop. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're not going to yarn over. I know we want to. We're not doing it. Gonna slide through this first loop right there without doing anything else. Now we're going to yarn over, go through that first loop, then we're going to yarn over again and go through the next 2. We're just going to keep doing that. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over and pull up, pause. Okay, because I know we want to yarn over. I know I do. We're not yarning over. We're just going to go through the first loop on our hook. Now we're going to yarn over, go through 1, then we're going to yarn over and go through 2. And you get into a rhythm. After you get going, you get the hang of the stitch and how you do it. You just get in a rhythm and you keep going. You'll get faster and faster. I always hold my yarn right down here as to help me get through that first loop there that I don't yarn over for, because I pull up a bit, make sure it doesn't get too tight. all the way to the end, we're doing that same thing. And that is our row 1. I mean, mine's a tiny row, but like I said, I already did my washcloth. So you'll see that they slant. They're slanting to the left, and that is how they're supposed to look. Herringbones, they slant. So if you've ever seen like a herringbone necklace or bracelet, that is how this is mimicking. So I chain 2 here, and then not in that same stitch, but in this next one, we're going to do herringbone double crochets. So yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over and pull up, got 3 loops. Going to go through the first one, then yarn over, go through 1, then yarn over, go through 2. Again, pull up on that, go through the first, yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2. And that is going to be our repeat for the entire project. Very simple. It is very beautiful. I'm going to pull in my washcloth over here so that you can see it. I want you to work until you get to the length of whatever project you're doing. And then I'm putting a basic single crochet edging on mine. I often will do a basic single crochet edging or reverse single crochet when a pattern is already doing something fairly busy. I like stitches that have texture, so I often do not put, make sure and on your last stitch here you're putting one in there. I often will just do a single border, a simple single crochet border on my projects because I want the project to shine. The border doesn't always have to shine. See how pretty that is? I'll bring my work in here so you can take a look at the whole cloth. I chain 2 every time. When I have chained 3 in the past, I think it's too much bulk and you get a hole and I don't like it. So I chain 2 and then continue with the herringbone double crochet in each stitch across. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over, pull up, go through the first loop, yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2. You'll get in a groove once you get going. It gets easier and easier. I think this would make a beautiful garment, personally. Make sure you're always going in your last stitch so you don't get a wobbly fabric. Okay, so that is what your stitches are going to look like. Pull in my cloth. It is quite lovely. And it looks fantastic on yarns that are not busy. I don't think it would show as well on yarns that are busy, so I wouldn't recommend it, but you do whatever you want. See how pliable this fabric is? Very nice. This yarn is very good for that, although I did a review on this recently. It's a little pricey, but I like the yarn. I think this stitch would be absolutely stunning with like kobu or true blue, with the bamboo in them. It would be super pretty. So now, since if you don't have yours done, cool. Just pause me and then come back to me when you're done, or whatever. Go watch whatever show you're watching and then come back. I'm gonna do a simple crochet border around mine. So picking up where I left off, on corners I always do 3 single crochet in the corner. So if I'm starting here and I'm going to go down the edge, I will chain 1 here and then I'll put a single crochet in the corner, and then another one in the corner, and then on my way up through the top here, I'll add one. So along the side here, you have chain 2s, or you have the herringbone double crochets. Just put your hook in wherever it's comfortable. If you want to count the stitches on the side all the way down to make sure each side has the same amount, I would aim for whatever you had to begin with on your cloth. My cloth right here, I chained 25. So if I want all sides to be even, I'll do 25 and then add one for each corner. I typically do not count. I will just eyeball and go by feel, making sure I don't have too many stitches or too little. And you will know if you do. If you have too little stitches, you're going to get some puckering. It will be tightening up. If you have too many, you'll get a lot of rippling or waviness along the edge. But just wherever your hook goes in comfortably. Put a single crochet all the way down, and then in each corner I do, like I said, 3 single crochet. Three, 1, 2, 3. And then this edge is already done, so just go into your normal stitches. So I'm going to do my other sides, and I will be back when I'm done, and we'll talk a bit. I'm to my last stitch here, and I said I would put one more in there for the 3 in the corner. So I'm going to slip stitch into the corner, and then I'm going to loosely slip stitch down the edge here to the side, so I don't have to put the end in a corner. So I'm going to cut my yarn, weave in my ends, and I'll be right back to you. I think this is gift worthy. I think it is definitely garment worthy. I can see myself making a garment out of this stitch very easily. Stay tuned for next week when I have the stitch in the round. I always feature the stitch flat and then in the round every first Friday and second Friday of the month. The end of the month, the last Friday of the month, I do a giveaway, and that is to help with you guys creating donation items in your area, or just for whatever. Once I gift you the yarn, you can do whatever with it. So work the stitch up. I think it's worth at least working up a washcloth. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's not hard, even though it looks complicated. So take care, guys. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, bye.